Welcome back to Travel Agency in a Year podcast. This is Rachel, and you've made it to day 6. Woo woo! This episode is going to be a little bit different. It's not going to follow, there's 365 episodes coming. Well, 59 episodes after today. These are not going to all be aligned with the Success Circle program, and I know I've mentioned in the beginning, this is kind of like a good little companion to it, but you don't necessarily need to be in the Success Circle. Hopefully this just helps you understand how to run a business a little bit better, but I can't, in 20 minutes a day, I can't be like, this is exactly what you need to do in your business. All right. So you've set goals in your business, and hopefully this week you have an understanding, especially if you're more established, your conversion rate. You can kind of forecast your budget a little bit, what investments you can make, how many consultations you need to make to close the consultations, to book the trips, to bring in the revenue. Now, this episode is going to be focusing on discipline and motivation. So, there's a difference between the two. Everyone's got New Year's resolutions. At the time this is first airing, will be January 6th. So, everyone's like, new year, new me. But I used to be a personal trainer. I saw all the people flocking to the gym, my life starts now. And then 6 weeks later, they're not there anymore. So a lot of people's motivation starts to wane, especially if they aren't getting immediate results. There are two types of motivation, extrinsic and intrinsic. Extrinsic is like the income, the revenue, right? The accolades, the free nights, the bonus commission because you've booked enough. That kind of thing. Like people telling you, good job. That's extrinsic motivators. And that's what a lot of people base their goals on and who they want to become. But it is the worst motivator, because if you do hit those things and that's your only motivation for what you're doing, you will go into full-on burnout because you're gotta maintain my status quo, my new... all the validation I'm receiving and the money, and I got to do better and better and better and better. That's the easiest way to burn yourself out. Please don't only have extrinsic motivators. But those are examples. If you want to tie it to the health and fitness, tying back to the personal training experience, extrinsic motivators are people being like, wow, you look great. I would like to go on a date with you because you are super fit. Or the number on the scale. I would have to have many a discussion with my clients about the number on the scale. And I'm like, you lost 5 inches off your waist. Yeah, you only lost 3 pounds, but you lost 5 inches off your waist. That's a huge difference. But they want that dress size or that number on the scale to be a specific number. And that's an extrinsic motivator. What's an intrinsic motivator? Great question, Rachel. Allow me to expand upon that. Yes, I'm interviewing myself. I wish I had multiple cameras up, by the way, if you're watching this on YouTube. So I could be different angles and be here's my answer. Here's my take. Okay. Intrinsic motivators are ones that are internal. In. So it's going to be the feeling that you have serving your clients, the joy of serving people, the joy of having your time back for yourself, getting your time back because you have built it up enough to where you don't have to work another job, getting the time to spend with your children or your pets or doing your hobbies, whatever. That could be a really good, those are a few examples of intrinsic motivators. Tying it to health and fitness, intrinsic motivators could be your mental health improving. Not having so much anxiety or depressive thoughts because you're moving your body and you're getting those endorphins. It could be having a better recovery heart rate so that you can run around with your kids or your pets and play with them for more time each day. It could be the longevity you're adding to your life. So those are other examples of intrinsic motivators if you're like, what? Now, life gets in the way, and this is where discipline comes in. You're going to have days where you're sick, you're going to have days where you're tired, and let me preface this. I'm not saying, well, you got to be a badass boss babe and just kill yourself working and spend all your money delegating and outsourcing. Like, no, dude. Don't do that. But what I am saying, you will have setbacks. I have a Substack, and I did a post on there months ago, and it's like titled Entrepreneurship is a Mirror. And I remember the picture is like a Snow White mirror kind of thing for the cover image. And I love talking to entrepreneurs, period. It doesn't matter what industry you're in. Small business owners working towards full entrepreneurship is like my jam. Love it. I want to know what your process is and what your goals are and how can I help you. Like I just love it. So my hairstylist, good old Mr. Mason Gold, has multiple little businesses he's building up and working on, right? And I remember I sat down to get my hair done, and he was like, "Girl, being self-employed it exposes all of your shadows." And I was like, "Yep." So, we all carry a dark side. We all have a little Darth Vader in us. It's fine. Some Sith Lord. We all have fear of success, fear of failure. We all occasionally go to like a victim mindset or a scarcity mindset. And being self-employed really exposes that much faster than if you just stayed at like a 9 to 5 or whatever kind of job, because you have to fully take care of yourself. You don't have a regular salary coming in, and you have to see all of these things. Like mistakes are going to happen in your business no matter how perfectly you set it up, which also perfectionism is another one. So please understand, as you're getting into this, or if you've been into it but just kind of buried your head in the sand and you're just like, why can't I get any bookings? And you've been slow for years, there's something that you're doing that is like the shadow side, the darker side of yourself that you haven't addressed and learn how to integrate into your life or carry with you despite those feelings of, I'm like, I don't know, it could be nothing's ever good enough, so you're a perfectionist. Or I've got to make sure everyone loves me, so you're people pleasy. That was me. That was me. Burning myself out. It was great. It was a great high in the beginning because I was like, everyone loves me. And then I was like, too many people are in my life, and I'm more introverted than I thought, and this is too much. Okay. So that's kind of the different. Let's see, we were talking about the motivators. I got my notes here. Why did I go on that rant? Oh, the dark side that everyone has. Entrepreneurship is a mirror. Got it. All right. Sorry. I had to look over my notes down here. So you're not going to know what any of this is. And you're not going to know it until you start really generating business. Or conversely, if you're like, I'm doing all the things and I'm still not getting business, there's something that you're doing incorrectly. Like there's something you're doing wrong. There's something with your mindset that you're not, like you're too comfortable. Comfortability plus 1 equals growth. Okay? So, some tips for all of this. Shoo! All right. What is your environment? What do you consume? What do you eat? What do you binge watch? What movies do you like? What books are you reading? Who are you spending time with? What kind of people are they? No shade to them. I don't know them. But what is your environment? Because your environment is a reflection of your thoughts. Like your thoughts create your thoughts create your reality. Are you thinking, let's say, okay, so back to the people pleasing. I would just, anyone that wanted my help, I'd be like, yeah, let's be friends. That's how friends are. I do everything for you and you do nothing. That's how it works. That's not how it works, by the way. But I didn't realize that because I just wanted to have people in my life. And then I realized most of those people are not good people. So this was like years ago, by the way. If you are a perfectionist, do you have someone in your life that's always like low key passive aggressive saying you're not good enough? I'm not saying like get a divorce and leave your family or anything like that, but just take stock and learn how to manage possible personalities in your life who may not really be those who are going to be closest as you find success, because that will also happen. The more success you have, the more people will kind of like fall from your life. And it's like interesting. It's an interesting dynamic. But also, again, what are you reading? What are you eating? What are you doing with your body every day? Are you moving it? What does your life look like? Take stock of all of that. Next, I want you to write out what, along with your business goals, let's say you have some very lofty goals. You might not achieve them this year, and that's okay. But let's say you have a goal of, I want to make $100,000 a year as a travel agent. What does that version of you look like? How is their morning routine? Are they a morning person or are they a night person? And please do not go follow advice of like, here's how to be a boss babe, or there's a lot of entrepreneurs out there that are like, this is what I do. I'm insane. Like I get up at 3:30 in the morning and I don't sleep, and like you don't have to go to that extreme. But what does future you look like? Like, how do they manage their day? Will they have one assistant, two assistants? Like, what does future you look like? How does that person dress? How do they take care of themselves? Who do they spend their time with? What do they spend their free time doing? And kind of make a note of that. Look at what you're consuming now and your environment now, and look at what you want to be, and look at what your goals are in your business. What can you change? Slight tweaks can you make in your environment? Like just over the next couple weeks. Like you could write it out for the entire year. Like I need a completely different life. That's overwhelming. Start with something small that you can do. I need to walk for 40 minutes a day or even 15 minutes a day. I need to get outside and get some sunlight because that's what future me would do. And they would do it for an hour every morning. And so I'm going to start with 15 minutes now. Okay. Now, another thing to think about to help drown out the noise, because we all are addicted to social media, low key. Like, I have not known a person who's like, what do you mean? I don't have any accounts and I don't scroll on anything ever anymore. Like, we're all addicts. It's fine. Excuse me. So, what are the top 5 things in your life? Because every social media platform is marketing to you. I call it all like the modern day QVC. Ugh. Could you imagine growing up in the 80s and just having only QVC all the time? That'd be my nightmare. Anyway, everyone is marketing something to you or making money off of you on social media, period. So, to make your life simpler and you can enjoy their content, I'm not saying it's all evil and bad. Like, it is a form of entertainment. But what are the top 5 things that in your life that you would like to focus on that is aligned with future you? Okay? And who you are today. You will constantly be evolving and you can reassess these top 5. Almost everyone in their top 5 will have friends and family. I count that as one. And like physical health. I also have like my faith and spirituality. I love being an entrepreneur. I love it. And music. Like those are my 5. Anything, those top 5 need to be fulfilled on a daily basis. Anything else is not a big deal to me, okay? What are your top 5? Your business, at least, should be in it. But it can be literally anything, no judgment, whatever your top 5, and then start building your life around that. And you'll notice when you're like, doing the scrolling, you're going to be like, this is a huge waste of my time. I don't need another couch. I'm trying to think. I don't need to go to the trending destination right now. Like, no, I don't need any of this. So, take stock of all that, and I'll see you tomorrow.